Hey, shalom, Malcolm, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Hakudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us His truth and that's what teaching His truth. And much peace, love, and salutation to the elect, beginning with the 144,000, all the way down to the large multitude that believes who Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai will deliver in these last days. To all I say shalom. I'm the brother Tazamon from the Great Millstone Dallas camp, coming back today with another lesson, and Lord willing, this lesson will be edifying. And what I want to do is go into this article that you see here on the screen. This is from theactivistpost.com, and the title of the article reads, "Experts predict mind-controlled devices may be common by 2040s." Let's read that again. Experts predict mind-controlled devices may be common by 2040s. All right, and as we know, you have something called Agenda 2030. All right, and with this Agenda 2030 and these digital IDs that are being pushed, you know, the 50 and 5 campaign, where they want to fast track 50 countries in 5 years to this whole digital ID system. This is all leading to the Motb. All right, which we'll keep going into these topics to ad nauseum, whether people like it or not, whether people get irritated because we keep talking about the Motb or not. We don't give a damn. All right, because Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai has commanded us to preach these things. He's commanded us to preach the gospel. And the Motb, the manifestation of the Motb and the prophecy coming to pass, is part of the gospel. Okay, because we understand and know that when this system gets implemented and pushed worldwide, we understand and know that Yahweh Shai is going to be that much closer to returning and delivering His elect. And this is just another form and another way, I'd rather say, or another prophecy, all right, of this coming to pass. Remember, the scripture says that in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, it says, "Measure thou the time diligently in itself." Okay? And when you measure the times diligently in itself, you measure the times by way of going to the scriptures, reading about the prophecies, going into the planet Earth, looking, you know, by way of news and articles like this, and matching it up to the prophecies. Okay? So it says, experts predict that by 2040, people will control smart devices with their thoughts due to advancements in smart brain technology. Now, what's the smart brain technology going to consist of? You already have Neuralink, and with this whole Neuralink deal, you know, they can control. You have people that can control their, joints and thoughts. Not thoughts, but like, you may have a paraplegic. You know, you may have somebody that may be maimed in the arms or in the legs, and they may have a robotic arm or robotic leg, and through this Neuralink they'll be able to control their movements. You see, it says a smart brain or brain machine interface, which is BMI, is a wearable or implanted device that directly links the human brain to smart devices like phones, computers, and robotic limbs. See that? Let's read that again. A smart brain or brain machine interface, BMI, is a wearable or implanted device that directly links the human brain to smart devices like phones, computers, and robotic limbs. And this is what they are going into. Okay, with this whole 4th industrial revolution, okay, AI, in this technocracy that they're going into, this is the end-all be-all, because they understand and know with this chip, okay, with the market, with the Motb, okay, it's going to be a brand or a stamp, whereas you're fully in league with the system. Okay, it says it would allow people to navigate the internet, send text, and adjust thermostats by merely thinking. You see? And this lines up with the scripture where it says that many wandered after the image of the beast. That's Revelation 13. Just give me 1 second. Right, Revelation 13 and 11, it says, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon." And this other beast coming up out of the earth is the revival of the Roman Empire. Okay, this whole NATO and EU system, okay, revived today. And America being the whore that rides upon the beast, controlling it. Okay? Now, the 2 horns like a lamb and spake as a dragon is you got the 2 Democratic parties. You got the Democrats and the Republicans, back during the time of the Roman Empire, you had the plebeians and the patricians. Okay? And that lamb is a lamb is in a sense of a savior. You see, because they're going to use an event that they're going to push, that they're going to create, that's going to prompt them to use order out of chaos. Ordo ab chaos. Okay? And you already see all these people crossing the border, you know, the southern border, and you got these potential threats, these potential terrorist threats that are happening. Okay? So through his policies and through his deceit, he's gonna cause craft to prosper. Now we understand and know with Daniel, the 8th chapter, that's going into Antiochus, but that was still an Edomite, you know. So going in, it says, "And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him." That first beast before him is talking about the Roman Empire. He exercises the power of that first beast, okay, and causeth the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast. Really, this Roman way is being worshipped. You got the Colosseums, which are the NFL stands and the NFL stadiums. The gladiatorial games, which is like your boxing matches and the UFC matches. You know, the judicial system, the financial system, the political system, the religious system. Okay, whose deadly wound was healed through the Renaissance period, right? The deadly wound of the Roman Empire was healed through the Renaissance period, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men through his war. All right, through his military. Remember, the Roman military was the most supreme. It was the most supreme military on the planet Earth. So when you got NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, spearheaded by America, which America's military boasts on its Air Force, it boasts in its military power. You see, they use their war machine, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO, to wage war worldwide. Okay? It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. And those miracles are what we're reading here in this article. With this BMI, this brain, let's get the definition again. Brain machine interface. You'll be able to control your thermostat by way of a thought. Send a text by way of a thought. Navigate the internet by way of a thought. You see? You thinking it, you know? And that goes right into the miracles. All right? It says, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had a wound by a sword and did yet live. You see, in that image to the beast is not just Jesus Christ. It's more than that. It's a part of it, but it's more than that. The judicial system, the political system, democracy. You know, the names of the names of the month. Okay, go back to Rome. The days of the week go back to Rome. You see, that's part of the image of the beast. Okay, and it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And it's a lot bigger than just sin. You can't link Revelation 17 and Revelation 13 to 16 together, because they're two different things. Okay? All of us have sinned and come short of the glory. So it ain't, the Motb cannot just be sin. And if it is sin, which we know it's not, how do you substantiate which sin it is? You know? But anyways, let's go back to the article. It says, University of North South Wales biomedical engineering expert, Mohit Shivdasani says scientists are very close to mind-controlled devices becoming an everyday reality rather than a science fiction concept. And that's why you got something called the metaverse. You know, with this whole metaverse thing. You know, you could put a virtual reality helmet on your head, and here it is now that with virtual reality, it's now it's now a norm. You know, it's now real. It's now life. Okay? Excuse me. Slaki, my bad. Slaki. It says, we're not far from seeing someone walking around with a brain-machine interface outside of a lab. Okay? And that brain-machine interface will be linked to a database, a cloud, which will be the Motb, all right, the Charagma, will be linking you to the cloud. Okay? And here it is. You have all these things happening worldwide in this technology being promoted worldwide, but it ain't. But it's not biblical prophecy. He said disabled people will particularly benefit from mind-controlled devices after a successful test on 2 paralyzed people. You got people paralyzed, you see, and with them being paralyzed, now they're able to control their movement. Which that's a miracle. Think about that, you being paralyzed from the waist down, and you got paraplegic legs or whatever the case may be, and you thinking about walking and you begin to walk. That's a miracle. But with this device, you'll be able to do that. But with that, he'll be able to deceive many. Talk about Esau. Okay? Hold on one second. All right, it says, one particular paralyzed person was able to control a robotic arm just by thinking about it, while another person was able to move a cursor on a computer screen and read his email just by thought, by you thinking about it. Okay? He explained that the technology worked by unblocking signals from the brain to the limbs. These are situations where the brain can send signals, but those signals can't get to limbs for a person to be able to then walk for themselves. So what a brain machine interface would do is read those thoughts and convert those thoughts to an action. You see, and this is all segue into Esau believing that he is God. I am and there's none else beside me. You see? And this lines up with 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. You see? It says further, he is improving smart brain bionic eyes for blind people and devices for chronic pain and inflammatory bowel disease. All with this brain machine interface. All linked to your brain. You see? He believes using smart brains, what can make your brain smart? A Charagma chip. Widely, because a chip is nothing more than like a motherboard or an interface. Matter of fact, let's look up there. What's the etymology of interface? Let's get that. Interface. A plane surface regarded as the common boundary of 2 bodies. Let's read that again. A plane surface regarded as the common boundary of 2 bodies. The 2 bodies will be the physical which is your actual flesh, and then the digital interface. Modern use is perhaps a circa 1960 recoinage. McLuhan used it in the sense place of interaction between two systems, the flesh and the digital apparatus to connect two devices. And that's what that BMI is going to do. Excuse me. The brain machine interface. Okay? He believes using smart brains widely can significantly help people with different issues affecting their quality of life. And that's how they're going to get the masses of people to do it, because it's going to benefit their quality of life. Okay? I've had a lot of chats with blind patients. When you ask them what they want from a bionic eye, they say, I want to see my family. You see? And it's all going to be predicated. That's what this Motb is going to do. It's going to be all predicated upon your flesh, the things that you want to do. You want to eat. You want to eat. You want to drink. You want to be able to use particular parts of your limbs for people that could be paraplegics. You want to be able to navigate the internet. You want to be able to navigate your phone. You want to be able to be upgraded. Whereas it'll make your life more simple. It will simplicate your life even more. You see? I remember one conversation with a lady, and she said, I would love to be able to see the Target sign again. The grocery store. You see? I would love to be able. So here it is, a blind. I want to see the Target sign again, right? Because when I go into the shopping center, I want to be able to find Target really easily. Convenience. You see that? That's what this whole Karagma is gonna. That's what it's gonna do. It's gonna bring forth convenience to your life. As an engineer, I would never have thought about that, but that could be so important. You see that? It's gonna bring forth convenience for everyday people. You see? That no man may buy or say he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a Karagma in their right hand or their forehead. That no man may buy or sell save he that hath the mark. You see? Future of connected health. UNSW PhD candidate Clara Bridges weighed in on some benefits. She mentioned that smart brains help the future of connected health, like telehealth. What's the word tele mean? Before vowels tel, word forming element meaning far or far off, far off, operating over distance. So telehealth will be operating over distance because your health information will be downloaded onto a cloud, okay? Television, okay? Through a signal. You see? It's because in order for you to watch TV, you gotta have a signal. You see? So your health, your heart rate, your brain waves, your blood pressure, all these things will be connected over a cloud, okay? Far off, afar, at or to a distance. That's what tele means. Related to teleos, genitive telos, end, goal, completion, result. And the end goal, completion, result is for you to be marked up. I'll just put it like that. Okay? Telehealth. A far off health. Well, somebody from afar off will be able to know your health records. Will be able to know your health status at all times. She mentioned that smart brains help the future of connected health, like telehealth. With y'all see the word, we see a big expansion in the need for provision of telehealth. You see but they're using this. And that was all a shock test. okay, which have been incredibly beneficial. Now you have something called COVID passes, okay, to further expand that and improve our ability to provide health care to people who might not be able to see a clinician or undergo a test in person. We can use wearable devices. So with this wearable device, it may be able to show forth whether either A, you have it, or B, you don't. She says, and look what's going on in New York right now. Quarantine camps are being set up. Okay? She said smart brain watches or implanted blood glucose monitors and sensors implanted would change how doctors communicate with patients. Because remember, now it will be easy for a doctor to communicate with you via what? Telepathically. You see? Through your thoughts. You don't got to go to the doctor no more. Now, with this device, it will all be done telepathically through telehealth. It will be more, quote unquote, convenient for you. It will be more convenient. That's why the scripture says in 2 Corinthians 2:11, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. We're not ignorant of what Satan's doing, of what Esau's doing. But this is what it all is going down to. This is what it's all boiling down to. Whether people like it or not, whether people accept it or not, we don't care. We're telling you the truth of what Revelation 13 and 16 is talking about. Okay? Devices like these can collect huge amounts of data as they continuously monitor the person wearing them. AI, artificial intelligence, could be a big help with this, analyzing these big data sets to identify relevant health information and sending it to a patient's treating clinician. You see, so now you don't got to go to the doctor. Now we can monitor your health from afar, and any kind of disease, any kind of clinical issues that are going on, it could be telepathically sent to your doctor, making it more convenient. It's all built around convenience, making your life, quote unquote, easier. She said doctors could then intervene in near real time when people are unwell. You catch a cold, now it's sent to the clinician. You see? It recognizes the virus in your body, now it's sent to your doctor. That easy, boom, because of this device, you know. It says whether it's inflammatory markers in the blood or hormone secretion or neurotransmitter issues, we could catch things earlier and get that early diagnosis so that we can have more effective preventive health, she explained. On average, Australians spend about 11 years of their life in poor health. And with the advances we're seeing in our biomedical technology, bio is life, right? Both in terms of physical, actual hands-on implanted treatment or drug delivery or other developing technology, we have a lot of opportunity to improve things. Implanted. Okay? Now, what's the risk? However, biomedical researcher Christina Mayer likened smart brains to someone speaking for people, causing invasive ethical problems. Someone speaking for people. Now you got somebody that has access to your thoughts. And only Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has access to your thoughts. This is why he said, I am and nothing else beside me, man. You see? For example, a brain-computer interface, BCI, a brain-computer interface. Okay, remember we got that word interface. And if you didn't remember, let's go ahead and get it again. A plane surface regarded as the common boundary of two bodies. You see? May generate the output, I'm good, when the user intended to be I'm great. Good and great. Two separate things, right? These are similar, but they aren't the same. It's easy enough for a non-disabled person to physically correct the mistake. But for people who can only communicate through BCIs, brain-computer interfaces, there's a risk of being misinterpreted. She said, excuse me. So there could be misinterpretations because now you got somebody all up in your thoughts. You see? Thought police. Monitoring your thoughts. You see? Now the things that you think are being monitored by your enemy. That's how deep this thing goes. It's deeper than just buying and selling. And with the thought police, seeing your thoughts and having your social credit score, your CO2 footprint, right? They'll be able to shut you down. You ain't gonna be able to buy here. You ain't gonna be able to sell here. You ain't gonna be able to do this. You ain't gonna be able to do that. You see? You're not gonna be able to drive your car because you're gonna need this device in order to start your car. You know? You're not gonna be able to operate because now, with your information on the cloud, right? With your information on the cloud, you see how deep this goes? With your information on the cloud, now you're on a list. You see that? Because they're reading your thoughts now. He causeth all. That's where this causeth come from. He causeth all. And you ain't going to be able to buy or sell and do anything unless you got this device. This is going to be the new social security number. This is going to be your new driver's license. This is going to be your new birth certificate. This is going to be your new ID. This is going to be your new form of currency. This is going to be your new health records. This is going to be your new credit score. Social credit score. All these different things are going to be predicated around this. And people call us crazy, beginning with our apostles and elders. They call us crazy. They call us a seed theorist. Look, we're reading it right here. You don't think John the Revelator seen this? You must be out your cotton picking mind if you don't think he's seen this. Okay? It says brain data are arguably our most private, brain data are arguably our most private data because of what can be inferred regarding our identity and mental state. Your identity, who you are, and your mental state, what you thinking. Yet private BCI, brain computer interface companies, may not need to inform users about what data are used to train algorithms. You see, your thought patterns are an algorithm. So if this person had this thought again, he'll be able to have it again. Oh yeah, no, he needs to be marked. He needs to be marked with a red flag. This person is good. This person is completely oblivious to what's going on. See, put him with a yellow flag. This person has an idea of what's going on, but we can reconstruct his brain through educational training, quote unquote. But this person, red flag him. Raz, you try to go buy some, nope. You don't meet this particular criteria because we've matched your brain interface thoughts with the system and its algorithms. We find you not fit to be able to buy. Nope. You see? You try to start your car to go somewhere. Nope. We find you a threat to go outside of these parameters of these 15-minute cities. Nope. Try to buy a firearm. Nope. He's a threat. This person's a threat. see that? You know what? I'm gonna open a bank account with my CBDCs. And I'm gonna try to move my money. Nope. You are not eligible to open a bank because we find you to be a threat. Damn. You all right? Well, cool. You know what? I'm gonna get on my phone. I'm gonna try to do this. Nope. You ain't gonna be able to use your phone. No signal. No internet. How about that? Well, I'm gonna get on the internet. No, you ain't. No, you're not. Because you need to have a particular score to be able to access the internet. That's how it's gonna be. That's literally how it's gonna be. Complete lockdown mode. Complete lockdown. And it sounds crazy. Somebody could be listening right now. Oh, man, that nigga sound crazy. All right, cool. I'll be crazy. That's how it's going to be. All right, let's look at this. For instance, should individuals in the military be equipped with neuro-enhancing devices? Neuro, N-E-U-R-O, neuro, meaning your brain, enhancing devices, so they can better serve their country and protect themselves on the front lines? Now you got bionic soldiers. Or would the companies, or would that compromise their individual identity and privacy? It says, and which legislation should capture neuro thoughts? Data protection law, health law, consumer law, criminal law. Thought police. I just did a lesson yesterday about how you have individuals who are veterans, all right, who are no longer in the military, who are, you know, who have had thoughts of overthrowing the government. It's my latest video I did. One of my latest, or not my latest, my second to my latest video. You'll see it on my page if you look. Ties right up. Nevertheless, she said smart brains are unlikely to launch people into dystopian world, in part due to computer limits. Okay. Let's see. That's mainly it. So, you see how close we are, man. You see what they plan on doing. Okay? They want to merge man with machine. They want to merge man with artificial intelligence, man with AI. That's what they want to do. And that Motb is going to be the way to do it. Okay? So, Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us His truth, and that's for teaching His truth. And as always, much peace, love, and salutation to the elect. Shalom.